Okay. So today we'll start with the installation. When the installation is going on in the background, I'll show you Linux and Windows file system hierarchy differences. Okay.
Sure.
So first we will start with this thing. I'll start with the operating system installation. You know how to install VMware, na sir?
Yes, sir. I installed once VMware. Yeah.
Okay. So now inside VM, how to install our operating system? This is our class, sir. Today first we'll start with the installation because it takes time. So I'll be starting with the installation first. So first thing we see here, this is called new virtual machine wizard. Using this, you are going to set up. This is not operating system, sir. This is just the setup required for operating system installation. Okay. These are the steps required to be done before the operating system is installed in VMware. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the new virtual machine wizard. You can see here. So you can take typical options. You can take custom option. I am taking custom option. Okay. Here the hardware compatibility is there. If there is any issue with the operating, sir, small example. Suresh sir, if you are installing, because we are installing CentOS 7 and working, or CentOS 8, you know what is the difference between 7 and 8? 8 is the latest. You remember, sir?
Yes, 8 is the latest version.
8, but we have started to work on 7. I'll be extending to the from the next 2-3 months. I'll start with the 8 after. So what is this I wanted to show you here? Hardware compatibility is here. It is showing me workstation 16X. This is the maximum compatible product. These are the limitation. I can simulate in this virtual machine 128 GB of memory, 32 processors, 10 network adapter, 8 TB of hard disk size. समझ में आ रहा है sir? This is the hardware compatibility, sir. Okay. So why am I specifically talking about this thing, sir? If you are installing RHEL 5, sir, Red Hat Enterprise Linux 5. Now is it clear, sir?
Now it's clear, yeah.
So what is that I'm saying here, sir? Whenever
కాదు సార్ ఇది చూపెడుతున్నారు కదా ఇప్పుడు ఇది వర్క్ స్టేషన్ VMware ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయడానికి ఇది కావాలా ఏంది లిమిటేషన్స్
లోపల సార్ ఇది ఉంది కదా ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ ఐఎమ్ ఓపెనింగ్ లైక్ దిస్ సార్ you would have seen like this. This is a window which is coming power on this, sir.
Correct.
So first, in order to install in this Linux, in this VMware workstation, if you want to set up your Unix operating, you have to create some environment required for installing the operating system. That is
correct.
So here you can see new virtual machine wizard. Next, why I am speaking about this, sir? Workstation 16X. Why am I talking about that, sir? CentOS 7, CentOS 8 are compatible with workstation 16X, sir.
Okay.
If you are actually working on CentOS 4, think CentOS. You are see here, sir. CentOS 4. Because it happened to me, so I am sharing it with you. You have to take maybe RHEL 4 if you are working on Red Hat Enterprise Linux 4 version, which is equivalent to CentOS 4. You know that version equivalent. So RHEL 4 and RHEL 5 are not compatible with this, sir. I used to work in my systems. If I wanted to work with RHEL 4 or RHEL 5, I had to take instead of workstation 16 hardware compatibility, instead of workstation 16 which is highlighted, to workstation 8.
Okay, got it.
So that is why I'm saying sometimes you are selecting default, you are thinking 16, but start to install your operating system which is CentOS 5 or CentOS 4, then there is a problem. Then you have to decrease the hardware compatibility version to workstation 8 and then install.
Recording aitha unda
check chestam sir oka 1 minute sir, screen sharing recording avutundi sir. Avutundi sir. Okay.
So if you have to install CentOS 7 or above, we need to choose a workstation 16X.
Actually మీరు సడన్ గా స్పెసిఫికలీ చూస్ చేసుకోవాలని అవసరం లేదు సార్, ఆటోమేటిక్ గా అయిపోతుంది. కానీ నేను ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ చేసిన ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే, when I was to work, now CentOS 7 is now I'm working, RHEL 8 I'm working. Previously I used to I started my learning when RHEL 4 and RHEL 5. So problem was that when I started with my laptop, when I installed, it was actually workstation 12, workstation 13 in this laptop. So that time when I was installing, the workstation version was, this is now VMware workstation 16 version. I started when I was actually in workstation 11 and workstation 12 when I started in this laptop. that time when I was actually doing the same operation, if I select the hardware compatibility, by default it was selected latest one workstation 11 or 12.
Yeah.
So that time there was some issue, it was not letting me to install my RHEL 5. So when I decrease my workstation compatibility to workstation 8X like this, then it worked. So I'm just telling you some of the things. So if you had any problem with installing the old in this current workstation environment, please decrease the workstation environment hardware compatibility to whatever it is compatible and then work.
Okay, sir, got it. అర్థమైంది.
So now I'm అందుకు నేను ఇది చెప్తున్నాను. Now I'm taking 16 only because RHEL 7 is very much working with 16, no problem. So here you can select. Tell me, sir.
CentOS 7, 8 చాలా డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంది సార్.
లేదు సార్, నేను ఓన్లీ కొంచెంసేపే వర్క్ చేశాను CentOS 8 మీద, ఎక్కువ డిఫరెన్స్ లేవు, కొన్ని కమాండ్స్ మారినాయి. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ కి వాట్ కమాండ్ యూఆర్ యూజింగ్ సార్? ఎం కమాండ్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా సార్, ఎం. సో ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ సార్, ఒక్క నిమిషం, ఇది అయిపోగానే మీకు హిస్టరీ చూపిస్తాను. హిస్టరీ అంటే ఏ వర్జన్ ఇస్ కంపాటబుల్ టు వాట్ అని చూపిస్తాను సార్. నోట్. సో నౌ యూ హ్యావ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ ద ఇన్స్టాలర్ ISO image. You know how to install this ISO image also. How to download the ISO image, because ISO image for is required. Here I am working with the CentOS 7 everything all. You know this 10 GB file. I told you last time also. Just select this operating system. It has been detected in the in the sound. CentOS 7 64-bit detected. So now the ISO image is also working next. Now you have to create. Now the batch timing is. So already I am having a batch in the name of 8 PM. So I am keeping your workstation name as 9 PM, sir, wantedly, because 8 PM batch is there. So already 8 PM VM is working in my system. So I cannot create same VM with the same VM name in my same virtual machine. So I am keeping your batch is 9 PM batch. This is where you're working. Okay.
Okay.
And the location you can see C drive virtual machines. This is the location where it is installed. All the software will be installed. All the setup will be here in this directory. C virtual machine, CentOS 7 64-bit 9 PM folder.
Yeah.
So here you can simulate you are having one processor or two processor, 32 processor limit is there. See here, 32 you can see. In that I am only selecting in my computer like 1 or 2. Okay, it is more than enough. So minimum of 1 GB recommended. You can see here, recommended green is 1 GB. That only I am taking because I don't have much RAM. So I am going with 1 GB RAM only. So this is networking and all. Any idea what is NAT and bridging, sir?
No.
Yes, sir.
No, let's
Okay.
sir.
So now I can't tell you. When the networking class of the Linux operating system comes, then I will tell you what is this all.
Sure.
So now you have to select the SCSI driver. Sir, you can see we have selected CentOS operating system. CentOS server operating system. For server operating system, hardware compatibility is not like your laptop or desktop hardware, sir. Your laptop and desktop is only Intel compatible or AMD compatible, sir, hardware.
Okay. Yes.
Server machines compatibility is different, sir. You can see here SCSI it is written, sir. These are input output. I mean, this is the type of hard disk, sir. SCSI controller, sir. These are the controllers. SCSI. SCSI stands for Small Computer System Interface, sir. This is a different types of hardware for servers. Now this virtual machine, because I am using server operating system to install, it is simulating as it is from the server hardware.
Hard disk ఇది.
Controller, sir. Even IO controllers, input output controller, hard disk, input output device controller, sir. This is LSI. ఇవంతా మన స్పెసిఫిక్ గా తెలియదు, బట్ వీ హావ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ బై డిఫాల్ట్ రికమెండెడ్ ఓన్లీ. LSI లాజిక్ రికమెండెడ్, టేక్ ఇట్. ఓకే సార్. సో వర్చువల్ డిస్క్ టైప్, సార్. ఇప్పుడు హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఏ విధంగా సిమ్యులేట్ చేయాలి సార్? IDE హార్డ్ డిస్క్ అంటే ఓల్డ్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్, సార్. ఒక 15 years బ్యాక్ యూ యూస్ టు యాక్చువల్లీ ఇన్ డెస్క్టాప్స్ వీ యూస్ టు హ్యావ్ IDE హార్డ్ డిస్క్, రైట్ అన్నట్టు సార్. IDE అంటారు. సో దానికి ఏంటంటే ID హార్డ్ డిస్క్ కనెక్టర్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుందంటే, ఇట్ వాజ్ యూస్ టు బి బ్రాడ్ పిన్, 15 pin 25 pin. You do have seen that black color హార్డ్ డిస్క్ పెట్టేటప్పుడు, that is called IDE, sir. SCSI is recommended because now we are simulating this server as a server environment works on SCSI. You can see that SCSI is recommended. What is the SATA, sir? Serial ATA, sir. SATA అనేది కూడా ఒక హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఫార్మ్ వెరైటీ, సార్. SATA హార్డ్ డిస్క్, ID హార్డ్ డిస్క్ పేరు వినే ఉంటారు కదా సార్. SATA హార్డ్ డిస్క్, SATA స్టాండ్ ఫర్ సీరియల్ ATA. మీ డెస్క్టాప్ లో అది 516 ఒక 20 years బ్యాక్ ID హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఉండేది. లాస్ట్ 15 years గా 16-17 years గా లాస్ట్ 12 years 13 or 15 years గా SATA వస్తుంది హార్డ్ డిస్క్. NVMe is for new type of hard disk, sir. These are not like physical hard disk which is having rotating disk. This is like a memory chip, sir. NVMe అంటే చిప్ సార్. చిప్ ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు మెమరీ కార్డు మీకు పెన్ డ్రైవ్ లో చిప్ ఉంటుందా, హార్డ్ డిస్క్ లాగా రొటేటింగ్ డిస్క్ ఉంటుందా? సో NVMe is a new type of హార్డ్ డిస్క్ సార్. ఇప్పుడు ల్యాప్టాప్స్ లో మీకు SSD హార్డ్ డిస్క్ వస్తుంది, సాలిడ్ స్టేట్ డ్రైవ్ అని వస్తున్నాయి కదా, SSD హార్డ్ డిస్క్ వస్తుంది ల్యాప్టాప్. తెలుసా సార్ ఇది?
అవునవును సార్.
సో దానిలో ఇప్పుడు కొత్తగా లేటెస్ట్ వర్జన్ ఇస్ NVMe అంటారు సార్. దీస్ ఆర్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ SSDs లోనే వెరైటీ, కొత్త వెరైటీ సార్, ఫాస్టర్ NVMe. సో బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్వేస్ బెటర్ టు గో విత్ SCSI రికమెండెడ్.
ఓకే.
సో నెక్స్ట్ we are going for sir creating a new virtual disk. So now I am actually creating, ఇప్పుడు వరకు మనం ఏ SCSI type లో SCSI type hard disk is going to be simulated in this virtual environment, and now in that SCSI I am going to create a new virtual disk. అర్థమవుతుందా సార్?
ఓకే.
New virtual disk. So next కొట్టాను. Here you have to give the space for the hard disk, sir. How much size of the SCSI hard disk you wanted to give? 120 GB I am giving. Okay? Depending on it. But this 120 GB will not be allocated in a single time, sir. అంటే already pre-configured గా రాదు. Whenever you are increasing, maximum size it can reach is 120 for the hard disk.
Okay.
So that is the thing. Why I am giving higher size, sir? Only thing is whenever we are doing some experimentation, copying our ISO image to do some experimentation, our ISO image is 10 GB. Right or not, sir?
Yes.
So,
yes.
small example, ISO image తీసుకొని you are implementing FTP server HTTP. You are implementing a Kickstart server. Kickstart is for remotely installing operating system, sir. అప్పుడు కొన్ని సార్లు ఈ ISO ఇమేజ్ కి మల్టిపుల్ కాపీస్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి సార్ సిస్టమ్ లో ఆఫ్ 10 GB. సో స్పేస్ కానీ తక్కువ ఉందంటే ఏమవుతుందంటే అప్పుడు మీకు ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది.
ఓకే.
సో నేనేం చేస్తున్నా, దానికి కూడా సొల్యూషన్ ఉంది. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఫైండింగ్ షార్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ స్పేస్ ఇన్ దిస్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్, సార్, థింక్ దిస్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ ఐఎమ్ ఓన్లీ అలోకేటింగ్ 1 హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఆఫ్ 10 GB. థింక్ దిస్ ఇస్ 30 GB ఓన్లీ. అర్థమవుతుందా సార్ వాట్ ఐమ్ సెయింగ్? 30 GB ఉంది. సడన్ గా 30 GB ఉంది కాబట్టి మీరు అలొకేట్ చేసేసారు. సడన్ గా అది ఫిల్ అయిపోతుంది, మీకు ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు సార్? ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ సొల్యూషన్ ఫర్ దట్ ఆల్సో.
సార్ ఇది 30 GB ఇప్పుడు 120 GB ఇక్కడ ఇస్తారు కదా మీరు, ఇది మీ హార్డ్ మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఇంకా తీసుకోదు కదా?
ఎస్, మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్ నుంచే ఈ 120 GB పికప్ చేస్తారు సార్. వర్చువల్ మిషన్ ఈజ్, బట్ దిస్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ ఈజ్ నాట్ పికింగ్ లైక్ ఏ హార్డ్ డిస్క్, ఇట్ ఈస్ సిమ్యులేటింగ్ లైక్ ఏ హార్డ్ డిస్క్ which is maybe growing to the level of 120 GB on your physical hard disk.
Okay, fine.
సో 120 ఎందుకు ఇచ్చానంటే ఫ్యూచర్ లో మనకి ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉన్నా స్పేస్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటే బెటర్. సో లేకపోయినా కూడా పర్లేదు సార్.
మేము మిషన్ పవర్ ఆన్ చేసినప్పుడు మాత్రమే ఇది యూజ్ చేసుకుంటుంది, తర్వాత లేదు
సార్. సార్ పవర్ ఆన్ చేసిన తర్వాత యూజ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. వాట్ ఎవర్ యు ఆర్ క్రియేటింగ్ డేటా దట్ ఈస్ ఫిజికలీ హియర్ సార్. ఇగో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఒక్క ఆల్రెడీ క్రియేటెడ్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్. ఇన్ని వర్చువల్ మిషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి సార్ చూడండి, ఇన్ని వర్చువల్ మిషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి సార్ చూడండి, ఇన్ని ఉన్నాయి, మోర్ దాన్ 10, 12, 13 ఉన్నాయి. ఈ వర్చువల్ మిషన్స్ అన్ని ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి సార్? ఇవ్వండి, మీకు వర్చువల్ మిషన్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తెలియలేదు, ఎడిట్ లో పోయి ప్రిఫరెన్సెస్ కొట్టండి, ఎడిట్ లో పోయి ఇట్ విల్ షో యూ వేర్ ద డిఫాల్ట్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్. ఇక్కడ చూడండి సార్, ప్రతి ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇక్కడ కనపడుతుంది కదా, ఇట్ విల్ వర్క్ యాజ్ ఎ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ ఆన్ ద హార్డ్ డిస్క్. చూడండి సార్, C: వర్చువల్ మిషన్ చూపిస్తాను మీకోసం సార్. ఇవ్వండి, see here all the operating systems, sir, each operating system will be working. Suppose మీకు 4 PM బ్యాచ్ మీకు వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాను సార్, మీకు కరెంట్ 4 PM బ్యాచ్ చూసారో లేదో, these are the files where from which it is picking. What is the size, sir? 15.9 GB, but I allocated 120. అంటే ఈ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ 120 GB వరకు ఈ హార్డ్ డిస్క్ లో తీసుకోగలుగుతుంది. సో see here సార్, సింగిల్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి మొత్తం వర్చువల్ మిషన్స్ ఎంత స్పేస్ ఉన్నాయి చూడండి, మోర్ దెన్ నియర్లీ 400 GB ఆఫ్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్స్ ఐఎమ్ వర్కింగ్ సార్. 500 GB సార్. దిస్ ఈస్ ఫర్ మై ప్రాక్టీస్, ఎక్స్పెరిమెంటేషన్, క్లాస్, లినక్స్, యూనిక్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ సార్.
బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్ కెపాసిటీ సార్?
1 TB
on the laptop.
1 TB, 1 terabyte. So 500 GB is taking for virtual machine only, sir. These many, depending on the requirement. So I know the usage, so I am actually giving. అర్థమైందా సార్?
అర్థమైంది.
So that the physical file will be there. When it is
ఇప్పుడు
opened,
వర్చువల్ మెషిన్స్ మీరు 53 GB యూస్ చేశారు కదా టోటల్ గా.
అవును సార్.
మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో 1 టెరాబైట్ ఉంది కదా, 1 TB.
అవును సార్, అవును సార్.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ వర్చువల్ మెషిన్స్ 1 టెరాబైట్ కన్నా ఎక్కువ అయితే యూస్ చేసే అయ్యలేదు కదా.
You cannot allocate, sir. Hard disk lo, see, VMware is an application which is allocated some space through Windows operating system and hard disk on which it is working. Right. So obviously, when this application is growing, system will allocate right to space. No problem. No problem. But if the system is also finding it difficult because space is not there, how can you can install, sir? So that's the parameter.
నేను ఒక దీంట్లో ఉన్నాను. ఏమంటే ఎప్పుడు పవర్ ఆన్ చేస్తామో అప్పుడు మాత్రమే యూస్ చేసుకుంటుంది, లేకపోతే యూస్ చేయదు.
No. See, if nothing is power on here, sir. Nothing is power on here. See, I am closing. Nothing is power on. Still, all the data which is saved for that virtual machine has to be saved somewhere. That will be there. That will be there. See here, 8 PM batch, a 4 PM batch. For your 4 PM batch, I am taking Linux unit. You can see how much space it is taking. This space will be physically, but it will be only used and edited when you open the virtual machine.
Okay.
So now we see 16 GB of space is taken.
Correct.
And this will be growing. How much it can grow? Because virtual machine I gave 120. 120 tak grow avutundi. Dan tarvata if in your hard disk space unna 120 tarvata limitation for the VMware to allocate space to applications in the Linux. అర్థమైందా సార్? సార్ అర్థమైందా?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
ఏం లేదు సార్, ఫిజికలీ యూజ్ చేసేటప్పుడే అప్లికేషన్ యూజ్ చేసేటప్పుడే అప్ అవుతుంది, కానీ ఫిజికలీ స్పేస్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఓకే సార్. నౌ కెన్ ఐ క్రియేట్ ద వర్చువల్ మెషిన్ సార్ ఫర్ యూ? నౌ యూ అండర్స్టూడ్ ద లిటిల్ డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగచ్చు సార్. సురేష్ సార్, డౌట్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే అడగవచ్చు సార్.
సార్ అర్థమైంది సార్.
సో 9 PM బ్యాచ్ మీ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ కి పేరు పెడుతున్నా సార్. 9 PM బ్యాచ్ ఇస్ యువర్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ బికాజ్ ఆల్రెడీ 8 PM బ్యాచ్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ మీద ఆల్రెడీ పేరు రిజిస్టర్డ్ ఉంది. సో 9 PM. So now you understood here the number of process simulating. It is not physically but simulating. 1 GB RAM simulating. This is the thing. Hard disk space, virtual disk. Here I am giving space at 120 GB, sir. If you don't, sir, I will even tell you. If you give only 30 GB, think, sir. If you give only 20 GB, think you are given 20 GB. It was more than enough for installing. Think. Problem is that future lo 20 GB saripopothe em chestar, sir. You have allocated 20 GB as a hard disk space for this specific virtual machine of 9 PM batch. So if it fills up, what you will do, sir?
తర్వాత ఏం చేసే కైలే సార్, యాడ్ చేసే కైలే కదా.
No sir, you can do it. అది కూడా చూపిస్తా సార్. There is lot many options for every scenario. There is a solution here, sir.
Okay.
So now see, I have finished the virtual machine wizard, ready to create virtual machine. See here, sir. These are the settings which are selected. You can see here. Name of the virtual machine, where is located, version of the hard disk, operating system, hard disk space, RAM, networking, and other devices. Ardhamavutunda sir? These are the settings which are created now. So now after that,
మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో 2 NCPలు ఉన్నాయి.
2 CPU, i3 processor, 2 cores, 2 physical cores. 2 core processor, sir. My laptop. Main problem is that is the main problem, sir. If it is around i5 with 4 core or
now here I cannot give 3, right?
No sir, atlem ledu. Simulation, sir. These are simulating, sir. Virtual environment. Virtual is not physical. Virtual false environment I am simulating. Here physically malli చూపిస్తున్నాను, మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతున్నారు. ఇగో చూడండి, ఫిజికల్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ కస్టమ్ తీసుకున్నాం కదా. ఈ హార్డ్వేర్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ వర్క్ స్టేషన్ 16 you can simulate limitations. చూడండి, 128 GB RAM, 32 processors I can take in this simulator. 32 processors are there in my system.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean that your system is physically having 2, you have to take 2 only here. No, physically it can simulate 32 tuck. you can see the hardware compatibility, sir. I'm highlighting, see, read it. 32 processors, 128 GB of RAM, 10 network adapters, 10 LAN card, physical LAN card 10 ఉన్నట్టు ఈ వర్క్ స్టేషన్ లో నేను సిమ్యులేట్ చేయగలుగుతాను. అర్థమవుతుందా సార్?
ఓకే,
అర్థమైందా? It is not that you are having 2 processors, 2 GB RAM, then only have to take 2 GB or 1 GB. No. Simulate this, but it depends on your physical hard disk only, physical hardware only. But it can simulate till 32 processors are there in your this virtual machine.
Okay.
So ardhamautunda sir, this is the hardware limitation. This is the max I can go. From that, anything you can select. Ardhamainda sir?
Sorry, sir.
So I am showing it again. CentOS 7. See. So now I am giving pair 9 PM batch and istunnan sir. 9 PM batch because already 8 PM batch is there for me. So see here sir, number of cores maximum it can go, students sir, 32 చూపిస్తుంది. So
Correct.
but I can't give 32. So I know my limitation of hard disk. Depending on that I will take. But it can go till 32. Nothing, no error will come. See, 32. So 32 32 hard disk. Nothing happens. See. Now 32 processors are there in this virtual machine అనే విధంగా simulate చేస్తుంది. Simulation. This is a virtual environment I'm creating, sir, not a physical environment. Okay. False environment. So NAT, see, LSI, ఇవన్నీ అర్థమైనాయి కదా సార్? ఈ ఆప్షన్స్ అన్ని అర్థమైనాయి కదా? సో హార్డ్ డిస్క్ సరిపోతే కూడా చూపిస్తా సార్. సినారియో ఐల్ షో యూ. సార్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఇచ్చారు. స్టోర్ ద వర్చువల్ డిస్క్ as a single drive, single file, split the virtual into multiple files. ప్రాబ్లం ఏమవుతుంది తెలుసా సార్? If you are not storing in a single file, if the virtual disk is being splitted into multiple files, performance issues రావచ్చు సార్.
Okay.
So I am always storing it a single file. ఇది ఎందుకు అనేది చూపిస్తా సార్. So now I have created the environment, sir. Now the environment is created. In this environment, I can install my Unix operating system. అర్థమైందా సార్? Using
Okay.
a ISO image. See here, sir. మీకు ఇప్పుడే అడిగాను, ఇప్పుడు ఈ సెట్టింగ్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసేసారు. ఇదే సెట్టింగ్స్ తో పోవాలని ఏం లేదు. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఎడిట్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ సెట్టింగ్స్ ఉంది సార్. ఆప్షన్ ఎడిట్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ సెట్టింగ్. If you click here, after installation also you can change the setting. RAM increase చేసుకోవచ్చు. చూడండి ఇక్కడ RAM increase చేసుకోవచ్చు ఇష్టం ఉన్నంత. After settings creation also, I am going with 1 GB because I know my limitations. My hard disk RAM is less, so I am going with less. So 1024 processors, sir. మీకు ఇప్పుడే చెప్పాను హార్డ్ డిస్క్ సరిపోయింది. 20 ఇక్కడ 120 GB హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఇచ్చారు, చూసారో లేదు సార్? 120 GB ఇచ్చారు. సపోజ్ అక్కడ 30 ఇచ్చారు, మీరు మీ దగ్గర స్పేస్ తక్కువ ఉంది, 30 ఇచ్చారు. ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ అయిపోతుంది, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. దాని తర్వాత వర్క్ చేసుకోవాలంటే మీకు ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది, హార్డ్ డిస్క్ స్పేస్ సరిపోవట్లేదు అప్లికేషన్స్ కానీ. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు సార్? ఇక్కడ చూడండి సార్, ఇక్కడ చూడండి హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఉందా? హార్డ్ డిస్క్ కసి అనే ఆప్షన్ ఉందా? హైలైట్ అయింది 120. థింక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 30. దాని తర్వాత కింద ఒక ఆప్షన్ చూడండి సార్, యాడ్ ఆప్షన్. 1 minute सर 1 minute. श्रीकांत सर, समझ में आ रहा है तेलुगु में? श्रीकांत, are you able to understand Telugu? Should I use English? Shrikant sir.
Yeah, no sir, no.
You understand Telugu? You understand Telugu?
No sir. No sir.
So I will, sorry man, I am just showing the VMware setup. Operating system installation आज दिखाऊंगा. Okay Shrikant sir.
Okay sir.
See here. So sir, see here, select the hard disk sir. Sir, Suresh sir, select the hard disk. After that, go to the last option in this add button is there here.
Yes, we
select
can add
the
it.
last, add. Okay. Here for this virtual machine, hard disk can be added, sir. See here, select the hard disk type. Which hardware you want to add? Hard disk. Select. Now see, SCSI is the default thing. You take it. New virtual disk. Okay. Size.
Yeah.
Now you are adding to the same virtual machine second hard disk. SDB to SDA is hardened. Now SDB it becomes.
Okay.
There you can add. Then you give the space. Restart the operating system. You can see the hard disk been added, and in that hard disk you format and use it, sir.
Okay.
So I will give you a good solution. I suppose if you are feeling problem with RAM, you are feeling problem with memory, If you are feeling problem with hard disk space, how to add to your virtual machine, sir? Extra.
Yeah.
So now I'm
Edit
starting just to close the operating system, edit the virtual machine, restart the virtual machine. Over. Success.
Yeah.
You're getting, see here. Now I am going to see you installation of operating system, CentOS 7. Select the first option and press enter. Sir, I think you know this, Nasa Suresh sir. No problem, no?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
భాషా సార్ అర్థమవుతున్నాయా మీకు?
భాషా సార్ అర్థమవుతున్నాయి సార్.
ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నా మీరు మధ్యలో ఆపి అడగొచ్చు సార్ భాషా సార్ ఎవరైనా. ఓకే,
షూర్ సార్.
సో టుడే వి ఆర్ షోయింగ్ ద VMware లోపల భాషా సార్ VMware లో లినక్స్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ CentOS 7 ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఎట్లా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలో చూస్తున్నాం సార్.
ఓకే సార్.
And one of the important information, sir, Suresh sir and all, you can see in the top, what is the Linux system installer, sir? Any idea? This is the question asked in interview, sir. Basha, sir.
Sir.
What is the software which is working in the background to install the Linux operating system, sir? Basha, sir, question. What is the software which is installing the Linux operating system? CentOS or Red Hat or anything? What is the software name? Anaconda, sir. So Basha,
Anaconda.
sir. Anaconda. It should be called as Anaconda. This is called, what should be called? Linux Anaconda is a Linux system installer, sir. Okay, this is. So anybody can ask, what is during installation, who is going to take care of the installation process of a Unix, sir? Some software will be working of Unix only. That is called Unix system installer is called Anaconda. Okay, sir. Remember.
Yes, sir.
Now I am selecting the English language. This is the language which I am selecting. You can see here English India, and I am pressing continue. So now this is the where we are selecting installation options, sir. All the installation options with the date and time, keyboard setting, language support, software source and installation, and where to install. You can see here installation destination, all are there. Here we are going to set up all the installation options, sir. What is the date and time, keyboard, language which this Unix operating system support, software selection, what software of the operating system to be installed, where to be installed, and apart from that, kernel dump. Kernel dump is called kdump. See here. So now I am selecting by default with date and time. Asia Calcutta it is selected. What is the time given, sir? 2:04 p.m. Wrong. And what is the date, sir? Today is the 2nd. No? Today is 2nd July. So it is wrong. So you have to change the date and time correctly for your system. I have selected 2nd. So July 2021. What is my time? So this is my time.
Harun ka number.
Just give me a second. Why it is not working? some problem with my system. Just give me a second. My system is hanging. I don't know why. Just give me a second. This is there. This is the thing. Just give me some time. My system is taking time. It is hanging. Okay. Sorry, man. My system has hanged. I have to start the operating system installation. I'll show you again also. Shall I close it?
Yes, yes, sir.
Because it has hanged, I don't know what is the reason. I'll just close it. I'll start the operating system once again. I'll just clean this also. Sir, one more thing important, sir. Suresh sir and all. You can delete your operating system like this. If you are having any problem, just click on it, go to manage, delete from disk. Sir, you can drop the operating system as a whole also, sir. Sir, you can drop the operating system, sir. See here.
Okay,
Can you
okay.
see, Suresh sir? If you
Yes.
click, gone. So the hard disk also is gone, sir. Totally, operating
Okay.
system is gone and the space becomes free. Whatever was occupied for this operating, that becomes free. Okay.
Sir, path is wrong, sir.
What is path?
The 9
See
p.m.
what
yeah.
permission. This is what, na?
No,
No
path you
problem.
can see location.
Default location.
Okay.
Correct only. Correct only.
Okay,
It
okay,
takes,
okay.
no, it takes. So 1 GB I'm allocating, NAT I'm going, this is thing, it's all are same thing. You know all these things we have done. Now the OS installation I'm going to start. So I am going for the installation of CentOS 7. Now I am selecting language. उसके बाद continue. Select India. So now you can see all the screen has been enabled. Now we will start with our date and time first thing. Okay. Here the date is actually second. You have to change. If it is wrong, you can change it. And you can see here your time is now 20:43. 20:43. I am going to set it to 20:43 or 44, whatever required. I have said this is the time in my system. After that, press done. You can see done. So keyboard not select, nothing required. Language support you already selected. This is the important thing, sir. This is the important thing. Software selection. This is from that. This installation is sourced from. See, you can see device CentOS 7 ISO, sir. This operating system is installed through ISO image, sir. Yesterday, Shrikant, sir, you asked me what is this ISO image. Shrikant, you asked me about this ISO image yesterday. Is the installation source, sir? Shrikant, sir, ISO image. This is the installation source for the operating system.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I am pressing it done. After that, I am going for software selection, sir. Minimum install. So here you can see, I told you Linux operating system can be installed as a client operating system as well as server. Right or not, sir? Suresh? Suresh, sir. I told you Linux can be configured to work as a client operating system as well as server.
Yeah.
Right or not? So you
Yes.
can see here, if you are telling Genome Desktop or KDE Workspaces, this is like a client operating system, sir. If you are selecting Genome Desktop or KDE Workspaces, this is a desktop operating system option, sir. If you wanted to go server operating system, you have to select server with GUI, sir. Am I clear, Suresh, sir?
Yes.
If you take server with GUI, see here, add-ons, see what is selected: backup server, DNS, email server, FTP server. What are these, sir? Server applications are not.
Yes.
So storage and file server, this is server application. So if you wanted to configure this virtual machine as a server operating system for CentOS, select this. No, if you wanted to configure this as a client operating system, take this. Sir, am I clear? Same software works as both way. Right, sir?
Yeah. Yeah.
So server operating system, because we are learning Linux administration, I am going for server operating system. Server with field. Apart from that, doesn't mean that you have to take server with GUI only. You can select from any of the things. If you are configuring, Basha sir, Ardhamotunda.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you are configuring file and print servers and end, sir, file sharing, Samba server, NFS server, these are file sharing servers, sir. Idi kuda oka part of operating system, sir. Services of the operating system. You can see file sharing and all the things. So if you wanted to create this operating system as a file server, select this. No, sir, web server you are creating, HTTPD Apache web server, you can select this. If you are installing this server as a virtualization host, what is virtualization? Like VMware which are installing, this is a virtualization host. Same thing can be configured to work on Linux also. That is called virtualization. Bhasha sir, అర్థమవుతుందా?
Okay, okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now we are configuring server. So you are taking server with GUI. After that, you can press done. Now you can press done. Now you have to configure partitioning, sir. Now, next thing is configuring partitioning. It will take some time because it is checking the softwares which are selected are available in the ISO image. So it is taking time. Here see, both installation source and software selections are disabled because it is checking whatever the software selection server with GUI you have selected is supported from the installation source ISO image. అర్థమవుతుందా సురేష్ సార్?
Yes, yes.
So now we are starting with the installation destination partitioning. We have to do installation destination partitioning. So here the hard disk is selected automatically. You have to take automatic configuring partitioning. Insert you have to do this one. I will configure partitioning. This is called user partitioning. This is automatic. You have selected user. After pressing that, please press done. You can see now partitioning has come up. Here LVM is there. LVM stands for logical volume management. LVM stands for logical volume. This is a different concept. We will talk about this later. We will do the standard partitioning. Select standard. Okay, after this press plus button. Now first thing we have to partition is always primary partition में boot चाहिए and 300 MB is more than enough for it. See here, XFS is a file system, change it to ext4. You can even keep XFS, no problem, but I am working with ext4. So now, next partitioning, there are 3 partitions required. Boot, root to swap. Okay, next I am giving swap. This is the virtual file system. That also I am giving as 1 GB because more than enough for me. If you are using databases kind of thing, you have to give more swap. Last thing is root I have to select. This I am giving as 40 GB. Okay, sir. समझ में आ रहा है सुरेश sir? 120 GB I partitioned. In that 41 GB I am using. 41, 42 GB. Remaining will be free. Later I can use it for other purposes. Okay, Suresh sir.
Okay, okay, sir.
So you know what is the difference between these 3? Why I am using only these partitions? These are like Windows partitions, sir. Any doubt? Understanding? These are like Windows are different. Suresh.
Windows.
No, different, man. In Windows, you have any specific partition like boot, swap, root. Windows just install, check the C drive, everything comes into C drive. One thing, right or not?
Yes, yes.
But here, boot partition, boot files of the operating system, root, where all the file system is located, swap, which is called virtual memory in Windows. All root has to be created. This is the minimum partitioning style, sir. This is the minimum partitioning style. There is a recommended partitioning style. I will show you later. Srikant sir, Suresh sir. Recommended
Okay.
partitioning will have different partitioning. This is minimum partitions which I have taken. This will work for our practice. But in real time, this is not the way to do it. Okay, that will be shown later.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I will show you now only. Do wait. 1 minute. Custom cancel. Sorry. Here I have to change the file system here. XFS to ext4. So you can even keep XFS, but I am working with a different file, ext4 by default, because XFS is a new thing. So I don't wanted to show you that thing. So I am actually working with the old thing. Now press done.
Is all these file systems should be of the same type, or we can keep different?
Different. You can keep different. Anything you want. Boot can be ext4. Root / can be XFS. Swap is a file system itself. It is not like XFS, not different. Swap is a file system itself. Virtual. I will show you what is the difference. Swap అంటే ఏంటో చూపియాలంటారా సార్ సురేష్ గారు? విండోస్ లో ఇక్కడ చూడండి. 1 minute. I'll just show you. ఈ విండోస్ సార్. విండోస్ లో మీకు ఇక్కడ ఒక లొకేషన్ ఉంటది. ఒక నిమిషం. హార్డ్వేర్ సిస్టమ్ అండ్ సెక్యూరిటీలో అనుకుంటా. ఒక్క నిమిషం సార్ చూపిస్తాను. ఇక్కడ చూడండి సార్, ప్రాపర్టీస్ లో మీకు ఇక్కడ చూస్తున్నారు లేదో, సార్ ఇది మా విండోస్ 8.1 ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ సార్. విండోస్ సి డ్రైవ్ లో ఇన్స్టాల్ ఉంది సార్. ఇది సార్ అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇక్కడ చూడండి, అడ్వాన్స్ సిస్టమ్ సెట్టింగ్స్ లో వర్చువల్ మెమరీ అనేది ఒకటి ఉంటుంది సార్. చాలా మందికి తెలీదు సార్. వర్చువల్ మెమరీ అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. ఇగో ఇక్కడ చూసారా, పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ విండో వచ్చింది, వర్చువల్ మెమరీ అని రాస్తుంది ఇక్కడ నా మౌస్ కింద. Virtual memory is automatically created when the operating system is created. See here, this is my advanced directory, virtual memory or paging file area. మీరు చూడండి 2 GB is allocated. ఇదంతా విండోస్ లో ఆటోమేటిక్ వస్తుంది సార్. లినక్స్ లో ఇదే దాని వర్చువల్ మెమరీ. ఈ వర్చువల్ మెమరీని స్వాప్ అంటారు సార్. అండ్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు బి కంపల్సరీ క్రియేటెడ్ బై ద ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ డ్యూరింగ్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ సార్. అర్థమైందా సార్? సో అదే ఇక్కడ నేను చూపించాను, అదే మీకు ఇక్కడ చూపించాను. ఇక చూసారా, స్వాప్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ చూడండి సార్. ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేశాను. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద వర్చువల్ మెమరీ సార్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ext4. స్వాప్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇస్ ఎ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఆఫ్ వర్చువల్ మెమరీ టైప్. సో మినిమం 3 రిక్వైర్మెంట్: బూట్, స్వాప్ అండ్ రూట్. ఈ 3 ఉంటే చాలు సార్. కానీ ఇది బేసిక్ ఆర్ కోర్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ సార్, కోర్ పార్టిషనింగ్. Recommended partition style is different. I will tell you why we are selecting this and what is the difference. I will come you later. So now you have seen installation is also done. What is kdump sir? Kdump ante kernel dump sir. Kernel dump ఏం చేస్తుందంటే సార్, మీకు తెలుసా, ఏమన్నా ఐడియా ఉందా? భాషా సార్ ఐడియా ఉందా kdump అంటే ఏంటో?
Yes sir, yes sir.
తెలుసా సార్ kdump అంటే?
లేదు సార్, నాకు తెలియదు.
అంటే kdump అంటే తెలుసు సార్, అదే కర్నల్ రిలేటెడ్ కోడింగ్ పార్ట్ సార్ kdump అంటే.
లేదు సార్, చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను. ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ సురేష్ సార్. Whenever kernel is also booted into operating system, whenever you are booting the operating system, kernel is loaded into RAM. రైట్ అన్నాడు సార్. ఇది కొంచెం ఐడియా ఉండే ఉంటుంది. ఈ కర్నల్ ఎప్పుడెప్పుడన్నా క్రాష్ అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి సార్, కర్నల్ లో కూడా ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చి క్రాష్ అయిపోయింది. సో క్రాష్ అయినప్పుడు మీకు కర్నల్ అప్ అయ్యి అప్లికేషన్స్ అప్ అయిన తర్వాతనే యూ కెన్ రీడ్ ద లాగ్ ఫైల్స్ అండ్ ఫర్ దట్ అప్లికేషన్. వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఇఫ్ ద కర్నల్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ crashes when it is booting? How do you capture what is the kernel problem? How do you capture? What is the problem? If you wanted to look at why it is kernel, what has happened in the background should be captured for the kernel. This capture location is called kdump. Whenever the kernel crashes, you can actually, in the event of system crash, you can see here, in the event of system crash, kdump will capture the information from your system that is invaluable in determining the cause of the crash. For that, some space is reserved. That is automatic. అర్థమైందా సార్? RAM లో కర్నల్ క్రాష్ అయినప్పుడు క్యాప్చర్ చేయడానికి, డేటా క్యాప్చర్ చేసుకొని సేవ్ చేసి మీకు రిపోర్ట్ చేయాలంటే it needs some space in the RAM. So that RAM space is automatically allocated and enabled. సార్ భాషా సార్ అర్థమైందా?
Yes sir, yes sir.
సో కర్నల్ డంప్ అంటే అర్థమైంది కదా సార్? సురేష్ సార్, సురేష్ సార్.
Yes, yes, I got it.
So that for that now you can see here network and host name is there. Here you can set your network and host name. but I will not show you now. I will go with the default settings only, network and host name. After installation,
With the
I will
network?
show you how network host name. This is the name given to your operating system, sir. Fully qualified name. You know that, Suresh sir. What is a fully qualified domain name? You can give it here. Okay. But Shrikant sir, I will show you manually after the installation of operating system how to set up this network and host name. Okay, Suresh. Okay, Basha sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So I am security policy is called SE Linux policy. I am disabling the SE Linux policy. Okay, I don't want the SE Linux policy. This is afterwards we will see advanced Linux concepts is our SE Linux. We will see later. We can enable it later also. So I am disabling it. Okay, now I can start the installation, sir. Can I go forward?
Yeah.
So now it is asking root password to be set. What is root, sir? Shrikant sir, I am saying root is the super user or admin in Linux operating system, sir. You call in Windows administrator, na sir. That account is name here is called root. Shrikant,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
in Linux administrator is called root. For that password it is asking.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I have given some password. My password is Rajesh. I have given. You can give your own passwords. But very much remember the root password. If your root password is not remembered, you will not be able to log in. Okay, sir. Now the installation is going to start. Now the installation is going to be started. Suresh sir, any doubts till now? Basha sir, any
No, sir.
doubts you can?
No, sir.
Basha sir, ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
లేదు సార్.
సో ఇప్పుడు ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ అవ్వడానికి ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ టు 1 hour టైం పడుతుంది సార్. Because my system is slow,
Okay.
it will take time. In your system, it will finish in 15 minutes to half an hour. So let the installation process going in the background. Now we will see difference between Windows file system and Linux file system, sir. Okay, Suresh sir.
Okay, sir.
Now I am showing you graphically what is the difference between a Windows file system and Linux file system and why Linux file system is better. This is our question. So today now we are starting this one. In your course data I am adding. Sir, yesterday's all the things we are clear na sir. What is shell, what is kernel and all? So topic today is difference between Windows file system and Linux file system. See this the graphically. Sir, you can see this is my Windows file system. This is Windows 8.1. This is my Windows file system. You can see, sir, I am opening the page here. Just a second, my system is slow. See here, this is my Windows file system. You can see my operating system is installed in C drive. Can you all see? My operating system is installed in C drive. Icon C, operating system icon is there. C and D, there are only two partitions. Operating system is installed in C drive. When I open the C drive where the operating system, you can see the directories. Program files x86, Windows. Apart from that, users. Okay, this is the Windows file system hierarchy. Okay, see here. See here, this is the Windows file system hierarchy, sir. So first thing, operating system is installed in, suppose operating system is installed in C drive. C:/. Okay, right or not, sir? C drive is the operating system installed. Under this, three important folders are there, sir. Under C drive, there will be three important folders where the operating system is installed. First folder, second folder, third folder, sir. You can see here three folders are installed. Okay, C drive, 1, 2, 3. C drive. Now I am just showing, see, in this C drive, what is the content, sir? Important folder name is Windows, sir. DOWS. Next important folder is, sir, next important thing is program files. See here, I am showing it from here only. See, program files here, program files. Third important folder is users, sir. Users. Okay, all these are installed in the C drive. C drive is the operating system, program files. You can see users folder, sir. What does the Windows folder contain, sir? Any idea? Suresh sir, what does the Windows folder contain, sir? Suresh sir. Windows folder లో ఏముంటుంది సార్? C drive Windows folders అంటే ఏం చేస్తుంది సార్? సురేష్ సార్, భాషా సార్ మీరు చెప్పండి. విండోస్ ఫోల్డర్ లో ఏముంటుంది సార్? C drive లో ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తే ఈ 3 ఫోల్డర్స్ వస్తాయి. దాని లోపల ఏముంటుంది భాషా సార్?
Some configuration files, sir.
OS data, sir. OS files, sir. OS
DLLs, DLLs.
విండోస్ DLLs కావచ్చు, డైనమిక్ లింక్ లైబ్రరీస్ కావచ్చు, అదర్ లైబ్రరీ విండోస్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఫైల్స్ అంటే ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ వర్క్ చేయాలి. నెట్వర్క్ ఫైల్స్, ఆల్ ద ఫైల్స్, ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ స్పెసిఫిక్ ఫైల్స్, సార్. ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ పనిచేయాలంటే ఏం కావాలి? వాట్ ద ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ రిక్వైర్స్ టు వర్క్, దీస్ ఫోల్డర్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్ విండోస్ ఫోల్డర్. I will give you the example. What does the program files contain? Basha sir.
Yes, sir.
What are the program application, user level application folder, sir? User level application browser. You have installed Google browser, Gmail. You want to install Google Chrome. You have installed Firefox. You have installed Media Player. Where they will come, sir? Where they are installed? C:/program files in that specific folder. You can see this here. See here. I am opening the Windows folder. What is this, sir? See here. Program files. What is happening, sir? See here. Internet Explorer, sir. Okay. LibreOffice, sir. Windows MS Office of all. Open source. Okay. VLC Media Player. Video LAN. Windows Defender. Operating system software. This is a Windows Firewall software. Windows Defender. Windows Media Player, Windows Photo Viewer, Windows PowerShell. What are these, sir? Basha sir, what are these? Applications which are installed on Windows, right or not?
Yes, sir.
See, what are these applications?
Yes,
You
yes.
can see here. Cyberlink, it is a video playing software. Dolby Home Theater 4. This is the application software which is working. Okay, you can see NetSarang. NetSarang contains XL and XFTP. These things, see, these are XL and these are the remote tools to connect to the operating system, server operating system tools. See here, these are like putty. These are like putty. Where they are installed, sir? Where they are installed, sir, you can see where they are installed. Right click, properties. See here, a program files in the C colon program files x86. These are installed. So program files contain what, sir? Program user level applications, all the user level application folder. Correct na, sir? Like, okay, Google Chrome, okay, Firefox browser, Mozilla Firefox browser, VLC media player. Okay, now you understood what is the purpose, sir, of program files. Basha, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is Windows operating system files? Windows, what does it contain? We will see that also. We will see what does the Windows directory contains. So I will showing you. Windows I am going. What does it contain? We will see. Windows, where is Windows? Here Windows. What does it contain, sir? System 32 folder. What does it contain? Very important folder. System 32. Network files are all saved in System 32. Windows required folder. This is the Windows folder. Registry, all these are always installed in Windows folder. All OS required files. Now, third information, sir. What does the users folder contain? So, yes, sir, what is the users folder containing?
The user information.
Yes, suppose specific user, here see you can see my username is what? Rajesh. I am the administrator here. My username is Rajesh. Rajesh is my system administrator name is Rajesh. You can see all the Rajesh Kunda, this under this, all the contacts, my local data. Rajesh, what is doing? Files you have saved, videos, audio, documents, download. All the user information is saved of specific user is saved. Only user level content. Okay. Specific user level content. User level content. Like documents of the user. Okay. After documents, downloads folder, etc. Am I clear with all the things, sir? What is the Windows file system hierarchy is looking like? Sir, Basha sir, అర్థమైందా? విండోస్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఎట్లా కనపడుతుంది? సో ఇక్కడ మీకు ఒక ప్రాబ్లం కనపడాలి. ప్రాబ్లం ఏమైనా కనపడుతుందా? భాషా సార్, ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే స్మాల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సార్, ఇదంతా ఈ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ విండోస్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్, సి డ్రైవ్ ఇస్ ఏ పార్టీషన్, ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇన్స్టాల్. ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఇన్ లినక్స్ విండోస్ లో ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ని NTFS అంటారు సార్. విండోస్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఈజ్ విండోస్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఈజ్ NTFS. రైట్ ఆర్ నాట్ సార్? NTFS అంటే ఏంటి సార్? న్యూ టెక్నాలజీ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ సార్. Okay, sir. What is NTFS standing for, sir? New technology file system. This is the file system like Linux ext4, ext3. Windows file system is called NTFS. Suresh sir, ardhamainda? So, problem is that Windows lo all the files, OS files, program files, user files, all are located in C drive. If C drive get corrupt, what happens? Basha sir, what happens, sir? భాషా సార్ అర్థమవుతుందా?
అర్థమవుతుంది సార్.
సి డ్రైవ్ లో అన్ని ఉన్నాయి సార్. ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఫైల్, అప్లికేషన్ లెవెల్ ఫైల్స్, యూజర్ లెవెల్ ఫైల్స్. రైట్ ఆర్ నాట్? రైట్ ఆర్ నాట్ సార్?
సార్.
సో సి డ్రైవ్ కరప్ట్ అవుతే ఏమవుతుంది సార్? సి డ్రైవ్ కరప్ట్ అయిపోయింది, వైరస్ వచ్చి కరప్ట్ అయిపోయింది, లేకపోతే క్రాష్ అయింది. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం సార్? సి డ్రైవ్ లో ఉన్న డేటా ఏమవుతుంది? యూజర్ డేటా ఏమవుతుంది? అప్లికేషన్ డేటా ఏమవుతుంది?
మొత్తం కొలాప్స్ అవుతుంది.
That is the security problem in Windows file system mein. This is the problem. If the C drive corrupts, all the data gets gone. Right or not, sir?
Yes, sir.
So this is the main problem with C drive. I will show you what is the difference between Linux file system hierarchy. Now you see. So now I am opening the new file, Windows file system. Now we are seeing Linux file system. Operating system is being installed in the background. So by that time operating system installs, we will do our practical. Okay. So now we are going to see Linux file system. Linux file system hierarchy. How they are arranged? Hierarchy means arrangement only. Okay. How it is arranged? There are, think this is the hard disk. Think this is my hard disk. Okay. This is partition into minimum. First partition is boot. Okay. First partition is boot. Okay. Next partition is root. We have partition like this. First partition we have given as boot. You have seen. Right or not, sir? Boot. Second partition which you have given is slash. Third partition we have done is swap. Okay. Swap. Okay. What does the boot file contain, sir? Here. What does the boot directory contain, sir? Okay. All bootable. Okay. All bootable files. Like first thing, kernel. Second, init rd image. Third, bootloader like grub2. Okay, what does the grub stand for? Grand Unified Bootloader. So these are the information. Bootable files are separated to, sir. Linux file system mein bootable files are located in boot. What does the root file system contain, sir? What does this first thing? Swap file system we will see. What is the purpose? Swap file system is for virtual memory, sir. Is called virtual memory file. What does the root file system contain, sir? This root file system contains all the directories like this. In this root file system, all the different things will be created like this. Okay, see here. In this root file system, okay, in this root file system, all the other partitions are like this. I am creating for you. These are the different folders. So, first directory name, you can call it as root. Second directory, home. Third directory, which is very important, etc directory. Okay. After that, etc, there is var directory. Okay. After that, var, you can have opt directory or with proc directory. Okay, these are the file systems. Okay, after that you can create even more. Many are there. Okay, I have mentioned only few. Prop ke baad mnt. So like this, there are multiple folders. So under root file system, which we have given as, we have given this is a file directory. What is the file system? For all the things, ext4. Okay, this file system is like swap only, swap. Boot file system, ext4 file system. Okay, under this there are subdirectories. Okay, this is hierarchy. What does the root file system contain? What is the root? Admin files. What does the admin contain? What are the things will contain? Root. Admin login home directory. Admin home directory. Okay, What is the home directory here? What does this contain? It contains. Okay, what does it contain? It contains users home directory, users default home directory. Okay, here you can see etc directory. What does it contain? Okay, it will contain all user configuration file, application configuration file, config files. Okay, all application config. What is the var contain? What does the var directory contain? Var directory contains the same thing. Okay, var directory contains, okay, variable information, info, like, what does the variable? Logs, print queues, okay, log, print queues, okay. So mail, default mail locations, okay. What is the proc directory contain? Different process information, okay, different process information, all process files are located here, okay. What does this contain? MNT, it contains default mount point for different of default mount points, okay. There is other partitions also. Next I'm showing you TMP, temporary TMP is also there. So little you have understood now what is the, see here, under the etc/directory, these are the partitions which are coming. Okay, am I clear? Little idea आ गया differentiation between a Windows file system and Linux file system. భాషా సార్ అర్థమవుతుందా కొంచెం?
అర్థమవుతుంది సార్ కొద్దిగా.
సార్ మీకు ఇవన్నీ ఆల్రెడీ తెలిసినట్టున్నాయి, ఇవన్నీ ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసా?
నాకా సార్? లేదు సార్, కొద్దిగా ఐడియా ఉంది సార్, అంతే. నాకు
క్లియర్ గా తెలియదు.
సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఈ విధంగా డిఫరెన్షియేట్ అవుతుంది సార్. ఇప్పుడు విండోస్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్, లినక్స్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ బెటర్ ఏదంటే లినక్స్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ బెటర్ అంటారు. ఎందుకు తెలుసా సార్? భాషా సార్ ఏమైనా చెప్పగలుగుతారా? ఇక్కడ సార్ భాషా సార్, ఇప్పుడు బూట్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ క్రాష్ అయింది సార్, లినక్స్ బూట్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ కరెక్ట్ అయిపోయింది. అప్పుడు మన ఈఎక్స్టీ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ స్లాష్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ఈఎక్స్టీ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ సేఫా లేదా? సేఫ్, అంతే కదా సార్? సేఫ్, రైట్ అన్నాడు సార్, రైట్ అయినా సార్? అడగండి, చెప్పండి సార్. రైట్ అయితే రైట్, లేకపోతే లేదు, నో ప్రాబ్లం. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమైతుంది తెలుసు సార్, మనం అన్ని రూట్ కింద పెట్టాము. ఈ రూట్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ హోమ్ డైరెక్టరీని కూడా డిఫరెంట్ పార్టిషన్ గా క్రియేట్ చేయడానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి సార్. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, హోమ్ ఇస్ అ డైరెక్టరీ అండర్ స్లాష్ సార్. ఇక్కడ చూసారా లేదో, ఇక్కడ డయాగ్రామ్ ప్రకారంగా హోమ్ డైరెక్టరీ స్లాష్ కింద ఉంది. స్లాష్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ రూట్ సార్. దీని రూట్ అంటాం, దీన్ని రూట్ అంటాం సార్. దీన్ని రూట్ రాయడం స్లాష్ అంటాము, చదవడం రూట్ అంటాం, ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ సార్. కానీ ఈ రూట్ ని ఇక్కడ మీరు చూస్తున్న రూట్ విచ్ హైలైటెడ్, హోమ్ ఉంది ఇక్కడ హైలైట్, వీటిని డిఫరెంట్ పార్టిషన్స్ గా క్రియేట్ చేయవచ్చు సార్ ఇన్ రికమెండెడ్ పార్టిషన్ స్టైల్. అప్పుడు ఇఫ్ రూట్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ క్రాష్ అవుతే రూట్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమే పోతుంది, కానీ మిగతా ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ లో డేటా సేఫ్ ఉంటుంది. అర్థమైందా భాష సార్?
సార్ ఇక్కడ సార్ వన్ క్వశ్చన్ సార్, ఇప్పుడు విండోస్ లాగే ఇప్పుడు ఓఎస్ కరప్ట్ అయితే ఇది స్లాష్ మాత్రమే కరప్ట్ అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ కదా?
స్లాష్ కరప్ట్ అవుతే స్లాష్ కిందే కరప్ట్,
బూట్ స్వాప్ అలాగే ఉంటుంది.
బూట్ స్వాప్ అట్లే ఉంటుంది, బట్ కరప్షన్ తక్కువ. ext4 ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ లో కరప్షన్ తక్కువ. అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కరప్టెడ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ రీస్టార్టెడ్ ఆర్ క్రాష్ ఫర్ సంథింగ్, దేర్ ఈస్ రికవరీ ఆప్షన్ విచ్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ జర్నలింగ్.
Okay,
there is, okay, whenever you are having problem with the operating system file system, there is a concept internally implemented in the file system called journaling support that will be actually taking care of this recovery.
సార్ ఇది స్లాష్ ఉన్న కింద ఉన్నాయి కదా ఇంత రూట్ హోమ్ ఈటీసీ
all
వేర్
are
అని
created
ఇవి కూడా
because I have
సెపరేట్
taken
పెట్టచ్చా?
core, sir. I have taken core file system installation because 3 partitions only I created. You have seen here during the partition /root to swap. So if it is the core file system installation, this is the hardware structure. This is the partition structure. But this partitioning will not be done in real time, sir. Partitioning system will be different. Please, sir.
ఓకే Okay.
This is for because we are working on our system for is more than enough. So we are different because our space is less, RAM is less, hard disk space is less. We are defending. If you want originally, if you are working, this will be your partitioning style. Sir. I am showing you, sir. See here. Sir, I am going to show you. See here. Sir, this is the core installation we have done, sir. Am I clear with this? See here, recommended partitioning installation for CentOS 7 server edition. Can you see, read, sir? Recommended partitions for installation of CentOS 7. I have installed in the format of core or normal installation. This we have selected. Right or not, Suresh, sir? Boot to root to swap.
Yes, sir.
Okay, boot to root swap. But recommended installation is this, sir. See, recommended installation is this.
ప్రొడక్షన్ సర్వర్స్ ఎలా ఉంటావు సార్ ఇది రికమెండెడ్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్
రికమెండెడ్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ చూడండి బూట్ సపరేట్ రూట్ సపరేట్ యూఎస్ఆర్ సపరేట్ వేర్ సపరేట్ హోమ్ సపరేట్ స్వాప్ సపరేట్ సో ఒక్కదానిలో ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా మిగతా దానికి ఏం కాదు సార్ డిఫరెంట్ పార్టీషన్ లో ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి
ఓకే సార్
సో దిస్ ఇస్
కరప్ట్ అయితే స్లాష్ మాత్రమే కరప్ట్ అవుతుంది బూట్ యూజర్ వేర్ హోమ్ స్వాప్ అలాగే ఉంటుంది
యూజర్ డేటా యు నో దట్ యూజర్ డేటా ఇస్ హోమ్ సో నో ప్రాబ్లం యు నో దట్ వేరియబుల్ డేటాలో చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ లాగ్ ఫైల్ ఇవన్నీ వస్తాయి ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ స్మాల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సార్ you are creating this operating system as log server. This operating system which you are installing, if this is a log server, what is a log server, Srikanth, Suresh sir? Log server means all the logs from the company, different applications are being saved into your system for future reference. Okay, logs. What is log file, sir? Suresh sir, log files enduku? What is the purpose of a log file?
Any application log will be written to that, sir.
Yes. If you are implementing, you know by default logs are going into which directory here, sir? Which directory? Where? You know that. Where the default log locations are located, right or not, sir? Right or not, sir? So creating a different where partition will be securing your log information in case of corruption. Basha sir, whenever we are creating, this is recommended partitioning. And one more thing I'm saying, if there is a crash, you think the root file system crash, think this. Doesn't mean that all the data is lost, sir. There are techniques using the file system automatically recovers itself to the normal state. That is called journaling support, sir. Journaling it is called. Okay, so Basha sir. And
yes, sir.
One more thing. Linux file system is better than Windows because Windows file system also contains journaling, no problem, like Linux. But Linux file system has 3 levels of security, sir. I told you yesterday. 3 levels of security. Yesterday I showed you. This one, security in Linux is implemented in 3 levels. Only authenticated users can log in. File level permission means only the owner of the file can decide who can use this file, and inbuilt firewall, sir. Basha sir.
Yes, sir.
Inbuilt firewall, that is the problem, means virus will become less. Virus problem will be less in the operating system, as good as no, because dynamic firewall, and there is one more thing, 2 firewalls, SE Linux are working. Security enhanced Linux. This is also a type of a firewall in Linux. Okay, this is called SE Linux. Security enhanced Linux. Using this, because of these two, very secure, sir. Sir, now you can understand why the Linux file system is better than Windows file system. Basha sir, am I clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So another 15-20 minutes operating system installation will take. Okay, please be on the line. Suresh sir, another 20 minutes.
Sir, I'm okay.
So now we have seen the difference between a Linux file system hierarchy and Windows file system hierarchy and how it is better. Okay, in case of crash, in case of virus, still Linux file system is better because it has inbuilt firewall, it is CUI based, it has SLInux property. You can distribute different partitions, different required directories as different partitions. In order, in case of file system corruption, only it is limited to that partition only. Remaining partition data is still safe. श्रीकांत समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ सर.
Installation will take another 20 minutes. We will see that installation. Okay. Suresh, any doubts you can ask. Basha, any doubts you can ask.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From Monday onwards, if the installation finishes today, from Monday onwards, we are going to start our Linux administration content, basics. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Shrikant is asking me what is Grub. Okay. I'll show you this. Okay. What is Shrikant is asking me Grub. श्रीकांत, ये ग्रब के बारे में मैं आपको समझा रहा हूँ. ग्रब इज कॉल्ड ग्रैंड यूनिफाइड बूट लोडर है सर. ये अब जब तुम इंस्टॉलेशन हो जाता है सिस्टम को शट डाउन करने के बाद, जब अगेन स्टार्ट करते हो सिस्टम कैसे अप होता है सर. श्रीकांत सर, श्रीकांत सर, you have switched off your operating system. You are trying to again start the operating system by pressing the power button. Shrikant sir, what happens in the background? Any idea?
No, sir. No,
So
sir.
whenever you are starting your operating system, sir, see here. Whenever you are starting your operating system, think this is the operating system. After installation, this is your operating system. Think 4 p.m. batch is your operating system. Okay, when I power this on, in order to operating system to boot, one application helps it. That application is called Grub bootloader, sir. Shrikant, I will show you whenever we are saying bootload operating system booting of applications in a class, Linux admin class, then I will show you what is Grub is called a bootloader, sir. It helps to boot your operating system. Shrikant.
Okay, sir.
because
Sir,
see here, tell me Srikant.
विंडोज में भी ग्रब रहता है क्या?
नहीं, विंडोज में भी बूट लोडर होता है पर वो ग्रब नहीं है। विंडोज भी बूट लोडर होता है पर वो ग्रब नहीं है। ग्रब इज फॉर लिनक्स ओनली।
ओके सर।
लिनक्स का बूट लोडर का नाम, लिनक्स भी बूटिंग होता है, विंडोज भी बूटिंग होता है, पर लिनक्स में बूट लोडर का नाम ग्रब है, विंडोज का डिफरेंट होता है।
ओके सर।
ओके, एंड आई विल शो यू, सी हियर कोर्स कंटेंट में आपको बूट लोडर के बारे में है। This is my course content for your current course, Linux administration. Here see, booting process in Linux. ये टॉपिक जब आता है श्रीकांत सर, ये टॉपिक जब आता है आपको मैंने प्रैक्टिकली दिखाऊंगा कि बूटिंग प्रोसेस कैसे होता है बैकग्राउंड में।
ओके सर।
अब अगर अब समझाने रहूंगा तो कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे। ओके, आई विल शो यू व्हेन द प्रैक्टिकल कम्स।
यस सर।
Sir, this is taking time. I am showing you the pics, later pics one. See here. Sir, these are the pics I can show you. CentOS 7 installation. You can see here, installation is still going on in the background. It is taking time. Instead, I can show you how the installation, next part of installation here is. Now you are here. You can see, now you are here. Everybody can see. Everybody can see. Now you are here. Currently, your installation is going like this. After this, next pic you can see. Password for root, all that you have seen, password for root. Now the installation has started. Now, after the installation complete, it will be asking, you can see, CentOS is now successfully installed, ready to go. Okay, ready for you to use. Okay, after that is asking for reboot. Suresh sir, అర్థమవుతుందా? Reboot అడుగుతుంది. Next, after this installation finishes now, it will ask for a reboot. After all the applications are installed, it will ask for a reboot. Because installation is taking time, I am showing the installation pics. Next pics I am showing you now itself. Basha sir, next installation tarvata, it is taking time. It will take another half an hour. We can't take the class, I suppose, up to that. What I'm saying is that you can see the installation pics. After installation, see here, applications are being installed. After the applications are installed, it will show you this screen where it is shown in the last. Okay, there it is showing in the last. So reboot, if you press on the reboot, it will reboot. Like this it will come. It will come. After rebooting, it will show like this. After that, press next. It will ask for license information acceptance. After that, please select that license information. So So now if you accept the licensing, it will ask for this window. I accept the license agreement. Next you press. So you can see license information is accepted. Just press next. No need to change the host name and all. So now the window comes. Rajesh G is the window. Here you have to log in with the root. And after you are logging with root, it will be showing my window like this. Select India. After that, next window, India with rupee. Select this. And now the OS is up and running. Sir, understood what is happening in the background? Suresh sir. సురేష్ సార్ అర్థమైందా? భాషా సార్ because installation is taking more time.
Sir, అర్థమైంది.
Basha sir, installation is taking more time. It takes another half an hour to finish in my system. My system is little slow. So next steps I showed you already. These are the steps to be followed after this reboot. Okay, these steps, all this content of this pics will be posted to you. No need to copy or no need to take any notes. These pics will be posted to you. So using these pics you can do the installation, sir. Okay, Shrikant, understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. It will take another half an hour in my system. So I am just showing you the pics. Okay, am I very much clear with the installation? Any doubts with the installation? Now it is installing the bootloader. Another 5-10 minutes. So now it is writing the network configuration. 5 more minutes. Installation will finish. Another 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Wait. Another 5 minutes only. See here, reboot has come up. Can everybody see? Can everybody see? Reboot has come up. Installation is
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
see, now the reboot, now the installation process is done. After rebooting, it will ask for few settings. After that, OS will be up and running. You can see I'm pressing reboot. Another 5 to 10 minutes class will be done. Don't worry. I have pressed the reboot. See here. What is happening in the background? System reboots. Now the OS installation is done. Now it will ask for license agreement and other things only. Now you can see license agreement is there. First to select the licensing, press that. In the last, you have to just say accept the license agreement. I accept license agreement. Tick that. Okay. In the last, it is given as I accept license agreement. Press done. Okay. Now it is showing me license agreement accepted. Host and network is not required. User is required. So this user is a normal user. He is not an admin. So what the user I'm giving is Rajesh G is the user. Password is. I can give any password, whatever is required. You can make this user as admin also. Okay, you can make this user admin, but I'll show you how to make the user admin later. So no need to take all these things. You can go it with the default settings only. Just give username, full name, and password, and press done. So now the user is also created. Then in the last, it is given finish configuration that you have to press. See here, now the screen has appeared, login screen has appeared, as you all can see. Now login screen has appeared. Here, if you wanted to log in with Rajesh Ji, then click here. No, you don't want to log in with Rajesh Ji user. Apart, you want to log in as a root user, you have to press not listed option. For not root user, you have to log in. Admin user, you wanted to log in, please press not a listed option. Here, username is root. RAJESH. Enter. See, the screen has come up. Okay, this is the root desktop screen, root users desktop screen. ఓకే భాషా గారు అర్థమవుతుందా? స్క్రీన్ వచ్చింది. భాషా సార్ ఇప్పుడు రూట్ వచ్చిందా? ఇక్కడ ఒక విండో వస్తుంది. ఇది ఏం లేదు, జస్ట్ బేసిక్ గా సెలెక్ట్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఇండియా, ఈ ఉట్టిగానే వస్తుంది. ప్లస్ ఆఫ్టర్ దాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ ఇండియన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ రూపీ. Okay, after that press next. No need to skip this. Now start using CentOS Linux. This window simply comes, no problem, just go through it. Close this window. Now you are logged in as root, sir. Now you have logged in into root, sir. Basha sir, Suresh sir, Srikant. Now you are logged in as root. You can see here root. Now, okay, now you are going to now set up host name and IP networking. What is the host name? To check command is host name, sir. No host name is set. Srikant sir, now I am setting the host name to the system. It is like a name given to you, like Srikant given to you. System also needs a host name, which is a name given. Suresh sir, understanding?
Yes, sir.
How to set the host name? There are few commands. Manually also can using command. Host name CTL command is there. Using this, I am setting host name. Set the host name. What is the name shall I give you? Srikant sir, what should I give?
Any name, sir.
Server 9 p.m. Okay, server 9 p.m. .durgasoft.com. Right or not? What I am giving, sir? Server 9 p.m. server 9 p.m. .durgasoft. This is called fully qualified domain name. Press enter. Now see, hostname CTL will give the output server. So, and to make this hostname perfect, you can see in the hostname is not updated in the terminal. Hostname is updated for the terminal. You have to log it. One more thing. Now we have to enable the networking also. How to enable the network? First, check the network is enabled or not. If config is the command. You can see LAN card, ENS33, no IP address. How to enable the network? This is how. VIM, we have to go into a directory, etc, sysconfig, network scripts. In that, if CFG, ENS33, we have to open. In this file, here you have to use boot protocol and on boot yes. This option you have to change. Okay. You have to change on boot yes is equal to on boot is equal to yes. Save it. After that, system CTL restart network. Now you can see in the rightmost corner, network is implemented. See here, network icon has come up. In the last here, beside the name, network icon has come up. Now you check the IP. So IP is set 194.74.160. This is the thing. After this, just log off and log in. Or otherwise you can re-execute the bash profile. Now you can see host name is also set. Sir, host name is set. Okay, sir. Srikant sir, now you are understanding how to set the host name, how to enable networking manually. Srikant.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now we have set up the operating system. Now we have even set up the host name, how to set up the IP address. All the things are done. From Monday onward, we are going to see the Linux basics. Okay. Suresh, any doubt? Suresh sir. Suresh sir, any doubts? Have you understood? Basha sir, is it all okay?
Yes,
You
sir.
understood operating system installation and setting host name and IP address manually.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. From Monday onwards, original Linux course is going to start. Now the operating system installed. Now we have set up the server. Now the practice and next part will be continuing from Monday 8 p.m. See you and good night. Suresh, any doubts you can ask. Okay, this is the end of the class. And one more thing, last. How to shut down the operating system? Sir, how to shut down the operating system? Here in this button, last button, you can see here, how to shut down the operating system. How to shut down the operating system? Any idea? Here, in the last button is there. Go there. Here you have to press. It is asking power off. You have to press power off. Okay. This is how you have to shut down the operating system. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So now I finished with the operating system installation. From Monday onwards, original class will start. Okay. See you and good night. Any doubts you can ask. Any doubts you can ask. Anybody. Good night then. No doubt they are asking. Okay. Ending the session.